Hello, good afternoon. This is Joe from West Virginia. I'm going to touch a few basic things, mainly for beginners. This is for beginners on some things that you don't always find in the book. Let's talk about the bar, for instance. Talk about how you hold the bar. I myself put them two fingers right there, as you can see, and I lay it on there, and you want to be able to have your thumb on the back of it so you can control it. Don't push down like that, and just more or less, well, again, like that, so you have control over it. You only want to be playing at the string that you're picking at. So right there behind the tip, that's the high string that you'll be picking at the time. And as you move up, then you move your bar back and forth. If you're on down here, then of course your bar needs to be down here, like that. So don't get in the habit of leaving like that and running everywhere, because there's a pickup noise on the pickup of you sliding around. So that's the left hand. And a thing I want to point out too is when you're first starting out, you have a tendency to play flat or sharp. I would turn your tuner on and have it, just leave it 440 and play on strings and watch your tuner. If you're at the G fret, make sure that your notes are, make sure the tuner's 440. That way you get used to maybe the sound of what's going on, and you get used to where it is. You got to be right over top of the fret. You can't be in the middle or to the left of it. It's got to be on top. So that's one thing I can share with you. So you can turn your tuner on and match over your tuner, and just move your bar around till you get in the right place, and it sounds good. Now let's talk about right hand. The right hand, you want blocking will come down the road. A thing I'll show you right now. You see this crease right here in your hand. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll see here directly when I look at it. You want that to be at the top string that you're going to be playing. So if I'm going to be playing strings 8, 6, 5, that crease should be right about 5. So that gives you a chance. And as you move up, you move that crease with it. And that'll give you that blocking. Just hit, drop, hit, drop. And again, the crease is important. That helps you. Kind of like holding a salt shaker or something. You can see the cat's trying to get on the lap. But anyway, that's a thing for the right hand. Let's talk about your foot placement on your pedals. And I'm sure somebody will have different ideas about this, but for me this works. You don't want your foot right straight across with AV pedals. My heel is more or less, if you was to lay a stick across the C pedal back, my heel would be, right side of my heel is right there at the right angle of that pedal, and my foot's kind of turned left. And that gives me the option at the edge of my foot where my little toe is, I can push the A pedal down by itself if I need to, and also it gives me the leverage. I can push the B pedal down by itself without getting on the A pedal. Because you're fine if you get your foot in too different of a location, you find yourself getting against pedals. So get that heel over a little bit and rock your foot that way, and you can still get on your knees just fine. If you need to get on BC pedal, it's just a matter of lifting your foot up, moving it to the right, and dropping down, and that's when your foot will be straight on the BC pedals. When you're on AB, it's a little bit to the left. It gives you that option to be able to work both them pedals by themselves if need be. Where to set at the steel guitar, if I was to line buttons up on my shirt, I'll be right at fret 14. That's where I'm at, right at 14. And that should be about where you don't want to be too left of the guitar or too right. I guess 14 for me works. And that'd be where you want to concentrate. I don't hug my guitar real tight. I'm going to sit back a little bit so I can relax. I have a double neck, and I can just sit and relax. You want to get in a habit also on your right hand when I add to keep your arm up. Over time I even find myself resting my arm on that neck, and that is so wrong. That is so wrong. And I even find myself doing. You want to have that arm up like this when you're playing. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but you gotta don't be resting on your guitar. So right foot, more or less volume control. Don't be blocking your notes off with your pedal. You don't want to be doing that. Want a constant volume. If there's any notes to be blocking off, you need to be doing it here at your hand, or some people flat pick. Here's flat pick. They're blocking with their picks. But I do my blocking with my palm. I hope these little pointers helped out a little bit there, and I'll be putting more up as I go. Thanks for watching.